classes are repeated, classes are not unique. For example, we have this myPara repeated on this paragraph. All the properties on these two paragraphs are same. So myPara I have defined once and I can use it many times. Okay, but for the ID, I use ID in the whole document once only, right? ID means every tag should have a separate ID. Okay, so ID is not repeated, class can be repeated, class name can be repeated, just like we have myPara. Okay, myPara on two tags. So this is ID. ID means identification. Okay, so there are unique items, unique sections, unique paragraphs, unique forms, and there are repeated forms. Repeated, if I use repeated, then use class. If you want to make it unique, make ID. Okay, make it ID, right? This is the second way of writing CSS. First way was inline, second way was internal. Is internal. This is internal, and third and the most important way is, because this now grows very much. Okay, you see, there are a lot of tags, there are a lot of properties. So if I have a big page where I use hundreds of properties, then this also becomes not manageable, right? And now what I do is I put this whole thing into a separate file. Okay, I open another editor, file, notepad, and I copy this. Copy from this point to this, right click, cut. Okay, and I paste it inside another file, right click, paste. Okay, there should be no HTML in this file because this is CSS file. Save, and it will be, you can call it style.css, inverted commas, .html, no HTML, .css. This is cascading style sheet file. Okay, inverted commas, close. Now if you write CSS, then .css. If you write HTML, then you write .html. Okay, save it. Style1.css, style.css. Now if I go here and save the file and refresh, you see all the properties gone. Okay, and those inline are there, and all the properties from the style tag, they are not there. Paragraph, second paragraph, third paragraph with ID attribute, because we have not included the CSS. We have to include it. How to include it? Remove the style also. We have to remove the style. We just add a link. Relative is equal to style sheet, href is equal to style.css, close. This tag, this link tag, should be placed inside head tag after the title. Okay, this link tag. Now let's see, file, save and refresh. Okay, all the properties now there, you see, because of that link attribute. Okay, now I can manage all the properties inside style.css. So what we have learned is that today we have learned that we have learned three ways of writing CSS. Number one, inline. Inline is style attribute. Number two, internal. Internal means inside head tag with style tag. Number three, external. External is using separate CSS file and include CSS using link tag. Okay, these are the three ways. The large site uses external style sheets. There may be many style sheets for one page. There may be maybe only one style sheet for a whole site. It depends upon the size of the site and the requirement. Okay, so there are three ways: inline, internal and external. Okay, let's see the property again. This is A, applied on A. I have applied on P paragraph tag. Selector A, background color, this is property, colon yellow semicolon value, is separate declaration separator, this is property value separator, this is declaration start, this is declaration end, and this is the CSS selector. This is one CSS selector. Okay, you can apply on A, you can apply on font, you can apply on paragraph, you can apply on headings. Okay, so this was our first class, and you see the now things are changing, and we have different styles, and we can change the text, we can change the different things, we can make different things, right? We can write, for example, style.css, and we write another paragraph over here just to see. Okay, in the next class, I think the class will be too lengthy because if it is your first experience of using this CSS, so what you will learn, the different properties and three different ways. We will use sublime text editor in the next class. Okay, because there are too many properties, there are too many values, and it is easy to manage, and Notepad is okay. Notepad for the basic coding is okay, but for the advanced manageable code, we will use Sublime Text. We can use any editor, Visual Code Studio, or if you have .NET installed, you can use Visual Studio. So this is all about the editors, and CSS is very easy. You see, there is property, there is value, property, value, property, value, property, value, and you apply on the tags. Okay, this is a styling language. It is presentation only. Okay, it is not logic. There is no logic. There is no if then else. There are no repetitions. Okay, there are no conditions that if this property is this. Okay, we use these properties with jQuery or JavaScript to do the logic. Okay, to do the logic, right? And I hope that you have understood the lecture, and try to again type every property, okay, so that you can learn. Okay, for this lecture I think it's enough. Okay. Bye.